What's your strategy? Flashing the lights, you local to limit. What's your strategy? Flashing the lights, you local to limit.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
Hey, motherfuckers. Oh, wait, we don't curse on here. This is Ballin' Buckets. This your boy Dub.
This is your guy, Pretty Flacco,
This is your guy, Diddy 314.
a.k.a. Mr.
Somi State.
Is that your name?
Yeah, remember the whole craziness with the Instagram?
Yeah, because he changed it, and I was like, oh, who the fuck? I was looking for him on IG, and it's just Sold Me State.
Oh. Welcome back. There's no sports, so we've been on a hiatus. There's been the Rona.
The Rona.
There's been
Miss Rona, if
Yeah.
you're nasty.
there's been crab legs to New Orleans.
Ooh. Oh.
But
Andy Dalton to Dallas. We're talking about backups.
there's been a whole NFL draft.
Right.
whole draft.
But we also almost lost a great over a couple of months ago. Mr. Earl Thomas.
Right.
Ooh.
People don't realize that was a month ago.
Right.
If you don't know.
Now you know.
Wait, but did you read all the details of it? This is some weird shit.
I love how when the cops pulled up, she's chasing this dude with a knife. He's got a gun, but he's still running.
'Cause he
chasing
knows.
around the car.
Right.
Bruh, I ain't never cheated. I ain't never got caught.
Black men
So-
don't cheat.
Right. She came with her homegirl.
Two of them.
Two homegirls?
Two homegirls. She picked them up on the way. So did you hear how she even found him?
She logged into his Snapchat
Snapchat.
account.
Oh.
Which I don't see how that tells your location. Or
It
maybe
does.
it sent her the message. He sent the girl the message of where to meet him or something.
Something because he was with his brother.
I
Seth.
thought she said she checked her Snapchat and seen.
No, she
she
logged
checked-
into
okay.
his account.
See, that's why you keep church and state separate.
The brother picked him up,
Seth Thomas.
and they basically went and ran a train on the girl.
Girls.
Oh, it was multiple girls.
Multiple
In the
girls.
bed when she got there.
Okay, so that's what I was.
At a rental Airbnb.
That's where I was like lost, because I was like, wait, did they just both bone one chick?
No, there's multiple women.
Multiple women.
Wait,
The way he was talking, it was more than 3 women.
It's his birthday.
his birthday the next day. No, his birthday today.
I thought it was during his birthday celebration.
No. That's why it's like news.
Oh.
Either way, she came with the nine Nina.
She was gonna shoot him with his own gun.
Was she really gonna shoot him?
Hell yeah.
I think so.
I think she was.
No, she said I was going there to scare him. Okay, but then you expected some normal hey, but you came there so you saw it all.
First and foremost, how did they get in?
I think one of the other girls let him in.
Them hoes ain't that dumb.
Right.
All right, I've heard different reports. I heard that, but then I also heard they were in the back. They either jumped the fence or something because I think they were in the back pool area or some shit.
No, they were in the bed.
Right.
I didn't hear the bed part. I didn't
I
hear
heard
the
the bed. I heard she found them in the bed.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Bucket nakeds.
Bucket nakeds.
Public has.
So, yeah. Good thing that didn't end too bad for my man Earl.
She got arrested, and her lawyer's like, she's been arrested falsely. He's really gonna try to fight it.
I mean, that's what lawyers supposed to do.
Well, he needs to drop it because the Ravens have a zero tolerance domestic violence policy.
He didn't touch her.
So
No matter,
the
it's still
reports-
going to end up being a domestic violence case.
against her. The reports were that she, and then they had video footage of her punching him like 3 times. in the
Yeah, at the
face.
end, she's like, right before the video ends, she's like, whop!
And he ain't fired back on her.
You got to eat those.
Right. At that, we know you messed up. When you know you fucked up,
But
don't get it off,
the
baby.
domestic violence, it ain't on him. He has no charges against him. He was not arrested. Nothing happened to him. He was the victim.
We talking about a black man in America
He was the victim.
in Roger Goodell's NFL.
He was the victim.
They gonna find a way to turn this.
So the crazy thing, I think what our lawyers should do is try to get her to plead down. Like, you don't want that assault with a deadly weapon because if he was vicious about it, which he's not, he could have. If he had a pit bull for a lawyer, nah, bitch, you need to hit her with that attempted murder.
That's heavy. But
That means you definitely trying to.
the real question is, does he have a prenup?
No, so you know what's crazy? You know he put out on Twitter or some shit today. He was like, they called, no, or whatever. They reached out to him.
We ain't had no shirt on.
Right, no, TMZ had reached out to him for...
He was supposed to do a live video or something.
Right, for an interview. And he was like, basically saying, this thing called life, things happen, these things happen. Don't, give us our privacy and, God bless everybody. He played the good Christian boy role. Like, hey, we're trying to work on our marriage.
Look, we're working on us.
Right.
That's hilarious. Be safe, Earl Stevens.
The third.
But, all right, let's go to the draft. No surprises.
Jalen Hurts.
To the Eagles.
To the Eagles. That was just as much of a surprise as Love to the Packers.
You think so?
I knew, first round. That's what made that such a big surprise.
Yeah.
I think this year would have been a great year for them to get a quarterback. Second, third or fourth round.
Who was
first
they?
Round? Packers.
Okay, just
right.
We talked about two teams, so
okay. So the Packers to get a quarterback that high,
who's not that good,
right? Well, he has potential upside.
He has all the measurables,
right? Big arm.
Would you rather drafted him or Hurts?
I've seen Hurts. I haven't even seen the other dude. I don't watch college football until NCAA
Would
football
you rather drafted
with
Hurts
EA
or
Sports
Love?
comes back.
Hurts should have been in the first round. I would have took Hurts in the first round. So yes, I would have drafted Hurts.
I agree.
But Hurts fits Philly more than he does Green Bay.
But it's great for Philly. They got him late as shit. But like in that particular position, the Packers are really looking for a quarterback. You'd rather have Love than Hurts.
And they traded up to the back end of the first round.
You traded to get there.
Second to last pick or something like that.
Well, Aaron Rodgers, 35 years old. They haven't drafted a skilled player in the first round in 15 years.
Since him.
So why break the mold?
Right. You got enough. Obviously, you don't have enough.
Fix it, Jesus, is what the GM said. I don't know.
I'm surprised the Cowboys didn't draft a quarterback, but I guess Andy Dalton was their guy the entire time.
I think it just happened that old boy just fell and it was right there. Like, all right, take him. I think it was the best available. Because if you look at that draft, after 13th, 14th pick, was it really anything that great?
I don't know most of these dudes until NCAA football.
Like, think about it. Like,
when
after
EA
the
Sports
13th,
comes back.
it just happened that old boy fell that far.
No, because when did CD Lamb go?
15, 16?
Right. That's when all the receivers started popping off. Boom, boom, boom.
But I'm just saying, like, to me, this wasn't that good of a draft.
Jefferson.
But they all went around
22.
Right. So I think, this draft was solid. First round was solid to me. And the only reason I say it was solid is because this is the first time you really couldn't have trades. Because you didn't have tape on the unknowns. You didn't, so you went with the best available. Every pick. Damn near.
I don't know most of these guys to NCAA football with EA Sports comes back out.
the third time.
You talked over me a couple times. I just want to make sure that was
apologize.
clear.
Crystal.
And Burrow is going to be a bust. You heard it here first, folks. He's going to be a bust.
All right, the quarterbacks were Burrows, Tua, Love, Hurts.
No.
Anybody else?
Yes. Herbert, dude from Oregon.
He went to San Diego.
Out of those five.
I'm sorry. The LA Chargers.
Out of those five, who's going to have the best second season? Because I don't think none of them playing this year.
Tua.
You think?
I don't know if he going to be healthy enough?
Yes. He's
With the Dolphins line.
No.
he'll be all right.
Okay.
At best, he's going to be, what's his face?
Don't say the dude from Oregon from a couple of years ago.
No.
Mariota?
Right.
No, he's going to be old boy from Baylor. Quarterback.
RG3?
Yeah. At best,
You serious?
I'm dead ass. He'll be an RG3 when he had that explosive year, and then he's going to get hurt again, and pull someone's clipboard.
They got two different styles. RG3.
He's staying in the pocket.
Right, RG3 was just.
I'm just saying the level of success. Not that they're going to play the same. Just like
Okay.
RG3 blew up. He had a great year. He got hurt, and then he's on the clipboard.
I'd say Jalen Hurts has the best chance to have a great year.
No,
He
you
got
said
the best
second
team.
year.
Well, second year. Because Wentz is going to get hurt this year and next year.
Oh yeah,
So
Wentz probably
he'll
get cut next
he'll
year.
have a chance to learn and not get hurt. And then he's got a better team around him.
So, if that's the case, if that does pan out like that, would Wentz be a bust at that point?
He would be Alex Smith.
No, he wouldn't. Not even close. Not even close.
Why
They
not?
keep on showing videos of him like we supposed to be hyped up.
Wait, did you watch his E60?
I have not.
That's why. It is one, the most graphic and detailed, nastiest injury shit rehab I've ever seen on TV for that extended amount of period. It was like an hour of just, goddamn, this is gross. Two, Alex Smith is still top. He's in that second to third tier of quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a problem that he's probably going to get a job before Cam did.
That is called racism. That has nothing to do with skill.
No, he might not, because did you hear what he said about Cap?
He said Cap absolutely deserved to be in the league.
Yep.
Who said that?
Alex Smith.
Did he?
Yeah. He said that's who took his job. He said for the guy to take my job and to be on that level of trajectory, to no longer be in the league, and to say that he can't play is mind-boggling.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the Kyle Korver of the NFL. Was that Kyle Korver that said that?
About what?
How white men have basically an obligation to change racism? You ain't see that?
No.
Check it out. Kyle Korver.
I wouldn't be surprised because he's kind of a different white dude. His whole family kind of different.
Maybe they're the normal ones.
Right. Yeah, and he's 6'7", so yes, he's a different type of white dude.
He got a stroke. Which takes me to my pastime, 2K.
I didn't know where it was going. He said stroke in his pastime.
I'm looking at his hand too because he was very teach like, look.
Bruh, I played so much 2K that I have a theory. I think esports is going to take a triple jump now that basically Corona has crippled the world.
And have you watched any of these tournaments where it's like the real players are playing the game?
I watched maybe 2 soccer games just because like it was on and it was boring. I didn't watch any of the 2K guys. Why?
No, it was the soccer one that I thought was pretty funny. Who the fuck was it?
The best
The dude
part
from Man U. Who did he beat?
The best part is that they have like live commentators for this shit.
That's crazy.
The soccer ones did. I don't know about 2K.
Nah,
2K, I felt like they was just mic'd up.
Yeah, that was mic'd up, and I love the fact that they was talking shit. Like, hey, Pat Beverly was talking cash money.
Of course he was.
It was like us.
Right.
I see highlights from the 2K stuff. Is it over already?
Yeah. Because it was on, like, what? 8?
Who won it?
Devin Booker. He beat Aiden.
He beat his teammate?
Yeah.
Wow. The only thing I saw from that is Booker didn't want to play with the Suns.
Aiden played
Team's trash.
I play with the Suns. It's hard to get a feel with the Suns. Even just playing 2K, you realize that the pieces that the Suns have really don't fit.
It's just the only pieces that you keep are Booker, Oubre, and Ayton.
Right.
I thought Josh Johnson was a horrible draft pick from KU. And they took him like at 4.
Yep.
He's undersized for what they thought he was going to do.
He's athletic, but I just don't think he...
Right. He was undersized. He should have been a power forward the way he plays.
He has no jumper.
He's Marcus Chris at 6'6".
God damn.
Right?
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, my 2K question. And it also leads to the Last Dance. What players from our youth could have really blew up in this kind of NBA? Not physical, fast paced, more jumpers.
Reggie Miller.
Okay, that's one. But like
MJ, Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
beyond the obvious,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So let's just say this.
nobody in the top 50.
Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp is Blake Griffin.
Okay, so that's where I was going. So like watching The Last Dance is, if you look at some of the scores to the games, they like 87 to 79.
Mm-hmm.
The blowout games was 105 to 85. You know, that's the fourth quarter for our NBA because of how many touches they get, the pace and all that stuff, right? So I was thinking about people like Glenn Rice,
Nick Van Exel.
all the point guards, you know, like that.
Stoudemire.
Damon Stoudemire.
Yes.
Amari was before his time.
Oh yeah.
Like if Amari comes in when he gets hurt, basically.
He's the number one big man in the league. If Amari came in today, he without a doubt he'd be the top 5 in the league.
Your favorite, Chris Webber. Like Chris Webber would have been different for this kind of NBA.
Shit, KG.
KG, his jumper wasn't that great. But I
think Webber more for the offensive basketball IQ.
Yeah, he'd have been Jokic and Boogie combined.
Yeah.
Facts. I mean, but if you look at KG game, 21 feet, he good. 21 feet and down. That's all you need as a big.
I don't
man.
think his jumper was that consistent though.
Yeah.
17 foot,
17. Okay.
and that was way later. Like I'm saying, just out the gate.
Did you see the footage from? Was it 2000? The 2000 USA team. Because they was playing. What's that game called when you go on 1-on-1? King of the Hill, King of the Court. Ask J Kidd, ask all them boys. Gary paid all them boys who was just running them up and down. KG.
Well, he's a matchup nightmare, but that was kind of the old NBA. Everybody is 6'9" now.
And shit, at that point in time, 2000, what year did he win MVP?
04.
Who won MVP? KG?
Yeah.
He got one?
Yeah.
That was the year the Super Lakers blew up versus Pistons?
Yep.
KG got them to what, the second round maybe?
Nah, he got in the Western Conference Finals. It was him, Sam Cassell, Latrell Sprewell, Tony Hassel, Troy Hassel, whatever the dude's name was.
Maybe Wally Serbiak off the bench.
Yep. So, yeah.
That is one thing that 2K and the
Was that when Malik Sealy died? Maybe he died the year before?
Nah, he died in like
2000.
99, 2000.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right, he died right before KG 21st birthday because he was leaving his party. He got hit by a drunk driver or some shit.
it's 99.
Right.
Probably. 2K and The Last Dance really like shows you teams, how these teams were put together. Like now, the teams that we have now are flawed, I guess, in my view, just the old man view, because you can't just move, like, say the Celtics. If you pick that Celtics team up and put them, you know, in the West, or 2 years from now, they don't look good. But if you pick the Kings from 2002 and put them in this era, they still play.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the team makeup is flawed. Like the Rockets. I mean, you got fucking Westbrook at power forward, which is with my team. You can play Westbrook at center.
So he a stretch one.
Bruh, it's ridiculous. They got different cards where people play out of position, so you can put Draymond a point guard, shit like that.
No.
Now, watching The Last Dance and talking about that comparison to teams, if you take the Last Dance Bulls, put them in the NBA now with the rules we have with defense, with the flow of the game, how do you think they do?
The 98 Bulls.
The Last Dance, 97, 98 Bulls.
Because, you know, they've touched on every Bulls team.
I'm talking about that last version.
Okay. The Last Dance Bulls starting five was Harper, Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, who?
Luke Longley.
Longley. So Longley goes to the bench and you put Kukoc in.
Mm-hmm.
Kukoc is another guy that probably would flourish in today's NBA.
He would have been. Nah, he wouldn't be an AK-47.
Versus a smaller Porzingis?
He's more like a Tatum to me.
Right.
So you put so now that's your lineup: Harper, Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, Kukoc. So Robin's your 5.
Obviously, he getting everything though.
He getting every rebound.
Everything.
And then they would have to move into the pace and space game because ain't nobody doing mid range. That team was built around mid range jumpers.
That's right.
Pippen, Jordan,
Ron
Harper were not great 3-point shooters. They would spot up. Kukoc could light it up. Got Steve Kerr off the bench who could light it up.
Jed Bushler had a pretty decent shot.
Role player. He getting in.
No, but like I don't remember him taking
Jeff Hornacek.
No, I'm just saying like
No, Jeff Hornacek was a killer.
No, he wasn't.
Jeff Hornacek was way better than Jed Bushler.
Okay, I will give you that, but he ain't a killer.
Compared to Jed Bushler, he was a goddamn serial killer. He was Ted Bundy.
But Jed Bushler someone had an outside shot.
He can shoot, but
that's all I'm saying.
he made it in the NBA. He better be able to do something.
Yeah. You got some kind of talent level.
I'd say they would. You can't do it because you don't know how Jordan trains to shoot a 3 if that's the game nowadays.
Right. Because you obviously seen that he's a psychopath with his thought process and training and all this shit.
I think the next 2 episodes will show that he's a psychopath because that's when he punched Steve Kerr. That's when Practice Jordan come out.
Which is the same as Practice Kobe.
Right.
Kobe ain't do nothing but read the book of Jordan.
He said it.
Facts.
He did say it literally.
It's not the bad book to read.
Nope.
I mean, I would do it if I'm that level. If I'm 6'6", that's who I want to pattern my game after. I'm not patterning my game after Grant Hill, Pippen, fucking even Reggie Miller or Ray Allen. Like, I want to be Jordan. Okay, my question that was going to be disrespectful to you before we come back to The Last Dance. My girl was like, because I was joking about, we was watching one of these reality shows and dude was 6'9" on one of these love shows. Married at First Sight or whatever.
Oh, 90 Day Fiance?
One of those.
Okay.
Dude was 6'9". And like every time you come on screen, they show your profession. So he's an ex-basketball player. I said, first and foremost, he never was a good basketball player. He's 6'9", and he has 0 like muscle definition. Like, he don't even look like he can ball like that, right? It's like, yeah, he might have been good in Europe, in Turkey or something, right? So my statement was, if I'm 6'9", I'm making it to the league. I don't care what nobody says or thinks about me. If I'm 6'9", me, I would have made it to the league. And then the question was, which one of your friends could have made it? I was like, well, obviously C, because he was 6'3", and he, he had D1 offers. This dude could have been, he would have been like old school player. I don't even know. I'm trying to think of somebody, and I was going to go to you. You would have been Buck Williams.
Buck nasty. Buck nasty.
Reggie Diaz.
6'9" or 6'10".
Clifford Robinson.
That ain't bad for old school.
He'll flourish in this NBA.
Right. So that was where I was going with that. Because we would have been out the league by now. If we ain't out the league, we Vince Carter. We just hanging on, right?
Hanging on for a check.
Well, hell, like D. Miles been out the league, 7, 8 years?
Longer than that.
I was actually looking at, do you remember the last team he played for? and like what it like happened to him.
You talking about when he
Portland?
came up with Portland?
That wasn't the last team. He played in 2 more teams.
He had like a 10-day contract with somebody.
A couple 10 days, and then he got signed for the rest of the year. And then there was some kind of insurance thing on his knee that he ended up signing with another team. But if he signed for the full year, the other team would have to like give him the rest of the money, and they didn't want to.
I thought that was the Portland situation.
The Portland game, he just had to play 10 more games.
Right.
He played with Boston and Memphis after.
I remember Memphis.
That was the last team he played for.
You could have been Q.
That's fair.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
You cool with Buck Williams?
He was in the league.
But I actually said you wouldn't have made it.
Huh?
I said you would have made it.
I'd have been a wrestler.
I said Diddy would have. If he didn't play football, he'd been offensive lineman. Or
I
like-
wouldn't have even wanted to play basketball.
Right.
You would have been a skill position in football.
I'd
You
have been
just run into shit.
Yeah, I'd have been like a linebacker.
I said you actually. My first set is you would be dead. I said you would have did some dumb shit, like. Okay, I'm going.
How would I be dead if this dude's name was Turnip and he's done dumb shit at his size? You
That's later.
You think he would have done dumb shit at 6'9"? With NBA money?
It depends. We
I
would
see
have
Earl-
met in the NBA, so it would have been the same thing. We just would have had money.
Right.
And then I guarantee you, both of you gonna
Would
have.
have been D Miles and Q all over again.
You guys would have had paternity cases and all sorts of STD allegations.
I wouldn't have had no paternity.
And my swimmers aren't that strong. God damn it.
Wait, I wouldn't have been D Miles, would I?
No, I'm just saying the relationship type.
I couldn't think of nobody I would have been, but
You might
I
have
was
been
like at
Steven
6'9".
Jackson. You might have been Steven Jackson.
Oh,
Stack 5.
Yeah.
I definitely
Or-
been shooting niggas at the strip club.
Or you would have been a more aggressive Bobby Jackson.
Bobby Jackson.
Backup guard for the King.
I wasn't the scorer though.
right.
I'm a setup guy.
You'd been honestly. You'd
Terrell
been,
Brandon with no shot?
you'd been Rod Strickland.
Rod was a scorer though.
You scored,
Crazy score.
Oh,
You
when
scored-
was it? Yeah.
You scored when someone started barking at you.
But at 6'9", like I feel like I would have been a problem at 6'9".
Would he have been Lamar Odom?
No, he can't
Handles.
dribble.
Right. You said you said that I said handles. Right. That would have eliminated me from being that.
I would have been more Lamar Odom.
I was going to say, what about you?
I'd have been Kenyon Martin.
Yes.
That athletic?
At 6'9", yeah, he could have. He would have definitely been just aggressive.
I go for blocks now. Oh, hey.
That fits more than anything.
Badass yellow boy.
I've only been dunked on once. I threatened to shoot my classmate after that shit. I was in college. I said, bro, you ever do this shit again, hey, you gonna
Alright.
die.
That was my tangent. Unpopular opinion. The Last Dance is overrated.
I disagree.
Truth be told, I only
Yep.
watched the first 2 episodes.
It's overrated because a lot of this is just we've seen it. It's just being repackaged.
I think that it's not overrated. It's just the first 4, we lived through it for real. And, like, you're not showing us nothing we haven't seen. These last 2, to me, have been the best. This last Sunday was the best.
What was last? What we talking about? What?
A little more in-depth on the Dream Team. Let me take the fall for it. And then how he became, like, the global icon, Air Jordan. With the shoes and with the just put him on everything. But some of that stuff I already knew. Like, I knew it was his mom that wanted him to sign.
Well, I'm just saying more
what?
With Nike. He didn't want to.
Because he wanted to sound Converse.
Adidas.
Oh. I thought, because at one point I
Converse said, you won't be bigger than these other guys. We'll throw you on there, but we'll just put you there.
okay, that's what I'm saying. His initial choice was Converse because Dr. J used to wear Converse and all those things. But
He wanted Adidas because he always wore Adidas tracksuits. He went to Adidas, and they were like, we don't even have the money to sign you. And then he didn't want to take the Nike meet, but his parents made him. They brought him all the stuff, and Nike's thing was they were going to sign 5 athletes from all different sports, and then one of the Sonny Vaccaro was like, no, you don't sign 5. you sign one and you put everything into him. So Sonny Vaccaro convinced Jordan's parents, and Jordan's parents were like, "You'd be a dummy not to do this." So he signed.
His daddy said, "You signing this contract.
Yeah.
Want to beat that ass.
This is the best one. I need my percentage."
Hey, Rufus came out his daddy, huh?
Well, I said it's overrated because they took the Dream Team, Dennis Rodman, and another basically
Gambling.
E60 or whatever they call
30 for 30.
30 for 30, and they just like took some of them pieces out.
I could definitely understand what you're talking about with that. I think the only thing different is like he had all the Jordan footage that he owned, so he added that to it. But I liked getting a little bit more in depth with the Dream Team and Isaiah and like.
I think I take a shot. If they put out that scrimmage from the Dream Team,
Whew.
it would have 10 million views in the first hour.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
But we've also heard that there's so much legend behind that game.
That's the thing. That's the part. That's what I want the curtain pulled back on. That's the JFK film. That's the fucking Zapruder film of him getting his head fucking shot off from 2 guns, not one magic bullet. That's the shit we want to see. Like, yeah, it's great to actually hear MJ explaining some of this
But
shit.
even you had Magic explaining it. You had a couple other people explaining it.
Christian Laettner.
You had the coaches explaining. You still have some footage of it, and that was the first time you ever saw footage where you could see the subtitles, what they're saying, and how much Magic was barking and shit.
I saw that already.
What did
I
Magic
didn't
say?
see what the. I didn't see. I've seen the footage, but I never actually could understand what he was saying.
Yeah, they
Now
showed
you have
that in the 30 for 30.
What did Magic say? Oh, Christian Laettner, you could just have him.
That was supposed to be Shaq's spot.
Word.
Yeah, but his coach was on the coaching staff, so she's just like, we got to take Leitner.
And Christian Laettner had
Was the man.
one of the best college careers.
What I think, and he's dead. You can't get his opinion on, but the whole thing that I find telling about Isaiah, your head coach for your team is the head coach of the Dream Team. So there was some conversations. Because if my head coach is the head coach of that, and I'm Isaiah Thomas, like what did he say? I met all the criteria. Should have made the team. But
Scottie Pippen had the best line for that. It wasn't just Jordan that hated him.
No, but even Jordan said that. He's like, I'll take the blame for it because it's me. But it was Jordan, it was Pippen, it was
Magic,
Larry, it
Bird.
was Bird. You had 4 people who was like,
No, you had 4 that was on the Mount Rushmore.
3.
Or 3, I'm sorry. 3 that was...
Pippen was not on the Mount Rushmore.
My bad.
And then
That's
also-
correct. 3 that was on Mount Rushmore basketball. That's basketball.
when you
royalty.
had Rod Thorne and some other people saying the group that we had, the way they got along, Isaiah would have fucked up that chemistry, just him being there.
I don't think that's true. I think that's Rod Thorne being Rod Thorne. Magic and Isaiah are best friends.
Now.
But
Even
remember,
then.
But remember what
I thought they fell out, though.
Do you remember what Isaiah said right before the Olympics, right after the All-Star game? I don't feel comfortable playing basketball, sharing that kind of space with someone with AIDS.
And then he kissed him.
That was after he kissed him, and then he said this weird shit like, "Nigga, you just kissed him." Shouldn't have cussed, but you just kissed him. So that's why Magic was crazy. Like, hey, for real? You're supposed to be someone who's like speaking for me because he wanted to get back in the NBA at that point. That was the whole point of the All-Star game,
right?
To prove that he could still play. The whole point of the Olympics.
Now that's the 30 for 30 I watch.
And then for you to say that
how Magic beat Rona.
Yeah, for you to say that you scared to play, no, you weren't gonna make that team. Which is even funnier because if you look at how that roster broke down and who played and who didn't, do you remember Stockton didn't play? Stockton was hurt bad. Stockton played, I think only thing he really played was 2 minutes in the in the championship game to say he was on the court. He fucked himself up in 3 minutes into the first exhibition game. Stockton didn't play, so at that point you had Magic bring the ball up, Jordan and Pippen.
But you had 11 of the best players.
True. I'm just saying at Isaiah's position, bring the ball up, though.
I think it was more... I don't think it was ever skill. It was always the Pistons beat our ass. Like, literally kicked our asses in the 80s. He was the mastermind fuck him.
But I also think Isaiah gets a bad rap for that. But that part of it, like, you won't escape it because for some reason you're an asshole and no one likes you. But if you watch that whole series, when they were talking about it, so the Celtics did it to them, which was a dick move, completely dick move. White team, no one even talks about how Larry Bird was like, "Fuck you, I'm out." Isaiah grabbed Kevin McHale at half court when Mark Aguirre was still shooting free throws, made him say something to him. Then they left. So the Pistons thought they should do it to the Bulls. That's just what you do. But whose idea was it? It wasn't Isaiah's.
It was Lambeer.
It was Lambeer's idea. And then what did John Sally say? I want nothing to do with that. Coach, put me back in the game. You're not going to score anymore. I don't care. That's my frat brother. That's my guy. I want to be.
Sally was also on the Bulls
at 96. I'm saying, but this is still
and the Lakers.
This is still 91.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
but it just that Sally understood, like, that's not cool. Get me back on the court so I can be there to congratulate him. So it's his idea, and I'm not making an excuse for Isaiah. I think he's a dickhead, but like he is taking the blame for Bill Lambeer's idea.
Bill Lambeer also has never gotten a coaching job in the NBA because of that.
And he's the dirtiest motherfucker that ever played the game.
But he's a great coach. He can coach in WNBA
Yes, he can.
to 3 or 4 championships. Great coach.
Okay, that's cute.
But
He wasn't the best player. The people that can't play the best are the best coaches. Phil Jackson, Pop, fucking Rick Carlisle.
LeVar Ball.
I mean, he getting his boys in the league. I can't knock him for that.
Facts.
But I do, like I said, I kind of think it's unfair. Isaiah got to take all the heat for it.
Quick tangent or question about LeVar Ball. Is he the reason why the NBA, the G League, is paying these kids now, giving them away to come to the league?
That and NCAA gonna switch the whole money thing up.
But
So they like, look, why play for the couple
JBL.
thousand? We can play for 500.
right, so LeVar Ball was
He
the
started it.
catalyst for this.
Yeah.
But everyone called him crazy for it.
They didn't call him crazy for that part. They called him crazy for
No,
just...
they was calling him. They was like,
I don't remember him, and I didn't think it was crazy for what he was trying to do. He had a very good idea. I thought people were calling him crazy more so for the way he was trying to direct everything with Lonzo.
The crazy for LeVar was that he was opinionated and he didn't know how to come across. He couldn't speak like this. He couldn't get you to join his side. He had to beat you down with his point. So for him to try to beat down the NBA of, I'm going to change this, y'all going to listen to me, it wasn't going to work.
Right.
If he would have been basically the Last Dance Jordan diplomatic about it, you know,
Republicans buy shoes.
not just that, but just like, hey, I hear you, we're going to take that back, we'll talk about it. Nah, he was too loud. He was too braggadocious about everything.
I could beat Jordan 1-on-1.
And saying crazy shit like that.
Right. And like, there's a whole idea of...
And I didn't have a problem with Republicans buy shoes.
Other than that,
I mean, and with LeVar, I think everyone tried to beat him down for everything he did. The JBL, the fucking Big Baller brand, and all those things.
that the Big Baller brand was fucking ridiculous.
No,
It wasn't.
The whole thing is he was challenging too many of the establishments at one time.
Okay.
He was challenging Nike, Adidas, everybody brand-wise by, look, y'all need to start your own shit. Look, I can sell them for $500 a wop because people going to respect the hustle, right? So now that people bought them, they was trash shoes.
And then also didn't get them, and then he got a bunch of lawsuits because he wasn't sending people shit, because he wasn't smart about it, because the dude he was lined up with was ripping people off.
Right, but he just didn't have the infrastructure.
Yeah.
So if he had took his time and not been crazy about it, and like could have just really mapped it all out, that shit would have worked too.
Right. If he had us on his team, it would have went through.
But just again,
Seamless.
he's challenging
Too many
how
things at one
people
time.
get shoe deals. He's challenging the NCAA and the NBA of, look, these kids are going to school to play ball. They're not going to school for school.
Right.
So let's just take them straight to play ball. So you fucking up the NCAA money. You fucking up the draft, which is a big deal. You fucking up all them extra shows. Because They build around all this shit. So he wasn't crazy. He just couldn't. He wasn't
Articulating it.
humble.
Sit down.
Crazy. All right, 3 minutes. The Last Dance has to impress me going forward.
I think it's good, but I got a little fact for you of today's date. Some interesting sports things that happened all today's date,
Go for it.
especially NBA playoff wise. Today's date, 1989.
Jordan goes for 63.
No,
That
No.
was versus the Pistons. This is Pistons
no,
Bulls era.
yes, okay, give it to me. What do you think?
Which team?
This date, 1989, Jordan beats the Cavs
Oh,
with the shot, which
Elo.
the Ron Harper shit was like, all right, fuck this bullshit. Love that shit.
What happened?
Ron Harper,
Ron Harper.
all right, fuck this bullshit.
He was on Cleveland.
Right.
Yes.
He was a gunner on Cleveland.
Jordan said
People don't realize Ron Harper was a GOAT on the Clippers.
That's what I meant.
until the crazy knee injury, he was like a diet Jordan.
Right.
Yes.
He was a gunner.
Yeah, he was.
So then he went to Cleveland. He was guarding Jordan for the off and on the game. And he's at the last possession. He's like, "I'm on Jordan, right?" And the coach was like, "No, we're gonna have Elo."
Lenny Wilkins was like,
Lenny
no, we're going
Wilkins.
to put Elo on him. And he's like, all
Because
right.
he thought they would switch.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And then Elo was like, "That's bullshit." He never said nothing in the huddle.
All right, so 89.
Because
Jordan-
Elo get a bad rap. Elo was a decent player.
Okay.
Okay.
Jeff Hornacek.
Yeah.
1994.
Role players.
The Nuggets beat the Sonics the first time in the current NBA like setup. Then 8 beat a 1.
No,
Jalen Rose.
that wasn't
Mutombo.
that wasn't current because that was still 5 games. First round 5 games.
The 8-1, 2-7. That setup.
Okay.
It was the first time an 8 beat a 1.
It was a 5-game series.
In the 5-game series, right?
1995.
Mutombo, Robert Pack,
Yeah, Robert Pack.
Oh, Chris Jackson.
Mahmoud.
95. On this date, Reggie Miller scores 8 points in 8.9
seconds.
seconds.
Damn. That's when he does this to Spike Lee, the choke sign?
Yeah, and it also said, "Tell your wife to suck my dick."
God damn. That's disrespectful.
Over a movie role. And then finally, 18 years ago today.
Wait, 2002?
After MVP season, a year before I had an MVP season, take your team to the finals, you average 30. The next year, you average 30, but you lose in the first round of the playoffs.
Hold on, what? It was 02?
Who was the MVP in 01?
Steve Nash. No. it wasn't
Practice.
Nash. AI. It was
Practice. Practice.
That ain't fair, though, because his best friend died that morning.
I didn't say it.
The practicing, yeah, right.
And also, he was pissed about the fact that, like, you, the reigning MVP, and Larry Brown saying some bullshit, like, we're not going to trade, because he was also the head of basketball, whatever it is, operations. He was like, you're not getting traded, but yet everyone's like, you getting traded. And the best friend died and you're going to complain about my practice? I average 30. Fuck yourself.
AI was a whole nother problem.
Yeah.
How would you think he would do in this league right now?
Space?
He would be Steph. He would be...
Second shot?
Not Steph.
Dame?
Nah, better defense in the lane.
I don't think he got that good of a shot to be Steph.
I'm saying unguardable. Like,
Oh, because there's too much space. He's basically playing one-on-one. Like, who could guard AI one-on-one back then?
nobody.
Right. So who's going to go to one-on-one now?
Is he Derrick Rose short of it with better handles?
No.
Yeah. Get to the cup whenever you want to.
Yep.
Yeah. He's a faster Derrick Rose if that's possible.
Yeah.
But Derrick Rose played better on-ball defense. AI played the lane. AI gonna get every steal, cross-court pass. But AI was a freak of nature. It's been another week of Ball and Buckets. This was a long one. Yeah, we long-winded. We missed you. We like you. Like, comment, subscribe, enjoy.
Hulu has live sports?
No, it doesn't.
Bleacher Report does.